Still free ring on the play.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Joel chatting.
Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that a lot. Wizard robe and hat. Point mulliganing to 6. Thrilled to see that. Hello, handsome streamer. Damn, thanks. Hello, viewer. Point mulligans to 5 cards. On 5 there is no way they'll answer the One Ring. Put a burden counter on the One Ring. Then draw a card for each burden counter on the One Ring. They move to 3. It is match 1. Selling Vents, that's Rhinos. Pretty weird to exile Vents ever, because why would you like want to exile a fetchable, right? Over exiling like literally whatever else you put back, unless you put back 2 Rhinos, then it makes sense. I guess you'd prefer 4 Rhinos than 18 Vents in your deck. Don't Moon. Yeah, I actually can do okay against Moon. Dismember. Tishana Straight Binder. 2 rings, so let's just jump the ring. We could have Tishana Trade Binder now. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 shots with Valakut. Kill a Rhino. Have Dryad, Grazer, and play. They Violent Outburst. 1 Rhino down, 3 Rhinos. This blocks this. These block 2 Rhinos. I take 1, 2. +4, 5, 7, go to 12. It's pretty high. Alternatively, play One Ring. That's weak versus both Fawn and Tishana Straight Binder in ways that I don't enjoy. And that leaves me with no ring for the next turn, where it's actually more powerful. While Dryad and Grey just builds up more mana. This is wrong to play Saga first, because they sub my Dryad. Shoot Rhino. Pierdolę. Bros, you've seen that? You did. Awesome jump. Incredible jump to Fulek. It's absolutely astounding. Just like the arc that he traveled was incredible. As if he jumped off of a springboard. I'm planning to take Amulet to an upcoming RC, expecting a lot of Yogg, Rhinos and UBX control. Anything in particular I should have in my sideboard right now? What RC are you expecting a lot of UBX control at? Well, I was playing the Saga first wrong, because then if I played Boseju first, I would have triple green to play both of my Grazers if my Dryad gets settled it. Fortunately, it did not, so. Do you have a link to Blue-Black X control? Kinda curious. It's not really a thing on Modo. But yes, you should have this in your sideboard. It's the optimal sideboard. It covers the popular matchups. Canister, go to Ghent? Go, go. I go. High odds I'll play Amulet. Wow, it was blue-black a minute ago. Now it's blue-black with iteration. Then if they don't play Thoughtseize, then defense grid is great. If they do play Thoughtseize, then there is no hope. It's a bad matchup. On top of subtleties and counter magic. But if they just blue cards, then defense grid is dissolution. Could also double block a Rhino to keep a Grazer. Probably life points are like what I'm the most likely to be short on. So I'll just take my 6 damage, jump with 2 Grazers. Mm-hmm. Can I draw 3 or are you deploying a Tishana trade binder? They didn't seem to have a sub last turn. They reveal a dispute. They did think so Tishana's trade binder is possible. Why am I back on Explore over Azusa right now? I don't know if I'm back, but I just got Azusa because I didn't feel like I need Azusa, and she doesn't come, like, tutoring for her doesn't come up often. And Explore is a better card to draw than Azusa, I believe, on average. 6, 7, 9, 10. We only have 10 mana. I play Colossus, it's really bad against Trade Binder, but wins the game otherwise. If I play Under Ring and gets Force of Negation, I get to... or Trade Bind that. To play 2 lands, shoot down a Rhino. Oh... Force, force, force.
He's a phenomenal control player.
11.
Can draw a Titan if we could draw with the 1 ring, because they revealed 3 forces total, right? I think they don't have it. They did have it. Okay, so I shoot a Rhino. I shoot a Rhino. Carry on. The death spot, I don't know what was like the correct move. 6, 7, 8, 9. Raz, dwa, trzy, 4, 5, 6, 7. So go to 1. So just posadził. That was planning. Doesn't seem to change much, but maybe better if I draw another ring and I end up stalling for one more turn. Gonna have double amulets so we can try to deploy the Colossus. If not, then we probably gonna draw an alternative in our 5 draw steps that we take. Yeah, we drew a pact, we win. I saw a player copying the ring this weekend with Gardens. That wasn't obvious to me. Well, I'll show you something. So someone at an RCQ tried to do that in response to the upkeep trigger, thinking it will change the life loss. It's pretty classic, I think. Many intuit that it's gonna be how it works. No, I wasted my strongholds. Alright, whatever. Dragon Lord Morka just not good enough. I really like that card. It's fine, but it's white, so it has no place in my deck. I don't play white cards. It's just, you know, a fantasy that you're able to splash an amulet. You're not. And most of the things that Morka does, General Zen does too. Because Morka still can be subtlety, so she's not even foolproof, and she's just about like being a thing to cast instead of pacting for. Again, subtlety because it's better to cast than pact. You know, this type of thing. How do I like the living end matchup? It's fine. It's good. Why is Spelunking good in this matchup? Because my opponent is a Force of Vigor deck. Does the crisis enter with counters if you stifle the cast trigger? Yes. If you read Tishana's trade binder, it's actually pretty clear. Because it's if a triggered ability of a creature, artifact, or planeswalker was countered, then that permanent loses its abilities, but crashes a spell at that time. So it's just additional amulets. It's alternative amulets. But yeah. It's ramp that matches up better against my opponent's deck than Urza's Saga, which matches up quite poorly. This short explains Spelunking interaction with Taplands fully. Skip and put back Turf. And isn't not great, but back to 4 gardens because you want to go fast, yeah? You keep using the word back. I'm not really back to 4 gardens, that's just how I played for months now. But yeah, I think getting to double amulet is really powerful, and Galradance enables that, so I like that. And I do that a lot. Hopefully I draw an untapped land next turn. One awkward thing about boarding out Urza's Saga is that you actually have quite a... Huh, that's nice. Quite fewer untapped lands. Nice, now they're kinda dead. I wonder how many subtleties in my opponent's hand right now. But yeah, if I cut Urza's Saga... A 13 untapped land, so yeah, it's not that... not trivial. Kibo set you up for if they moon. The song doesn't say the word Spelunky. I'm wondering if Cavern will become necessary again. Murktide doing better post-ban. Maybe. I haven't played against Murktide almost at all online yet, so... Defense Greed is kinda just better because the Cavern is actually not so hot in practice. Vigor, Force of Vigor for 3 mana. Because Cavern of Souls is strong against... Counterspell, the card, but it's not actually good against neither Subtlety... Oh, the Resolves. It's not good against neither Subtlety nor Dress Down, and like all the blue decks just kind of have a mix of those cards, so... It's actually a little bit useless. To have caverns. Also, they don't protect your One Ring. So I think ever since the One Ring, on top of everything else, it's just kind of too little that Cavern does, and then it's hard to justify over other lands. You have so many good lands now. So it's not really possible to blank counterspell anyways with when you're gonna be casting the One Ring right often. I cast Force of Negation. Komandir. Kurwa no. To się trochę dałem wyjebać. Because don't you know that card is shit, you shouldn't play it. Actually, I don't know. Okay. Is our opponent the one casting it? On Modo they are, I think. Even though IRL maybe they shouldn't. No, I don't think they put the trigger on the stack. So maybe the bug was fixed. Will they die to their Huan ring? We'll see. Let's see if you gain protection from everything until next turn, so they have the protection. So it's still unclear if it's how it's supposed to be or not. But I guess, of course, casting the ring pre-combat was a mistake then. Briefly forgot about Commandeer existing, but thing I can't lose anyway, so. Let's make a tweet about it. Picture of Commandeer. Picture of the One Ring. If you aren't at least an L3 judge, don't bother responding to this tweet. Magic Online. Commandeering. I'm L5 and I won't respond. Cool. Commandeering. Can you tell us in the chat though? Should my opponent get protection or not? Commandeering the One Ring grants the Commandeer player protection from everything. Is it correct? Also, can make a poll. Finally, with Fury, I can conduct this poll. Which incarnation is the best? Solitude. Subtle. Tlti. Grief. Endurance. As a chatter, I think I should give protection. You already know the results. Grief. Probably, but do you think it is grief? Gain control of target non-creature spell. You may choose new targets for it. If you cast it, you gain protection from everything until your next turn. So just like a question is whether you cast it is a shorthand for if it was cast. I think people will vote grief. Yeah, I think people will vote grief. I guess. I think grief will get the most and subtlety the least. But let me tell you, I'm a Titan player, and it's actually the other way around. Yeah, it says if you cast it, but like just depends on whether if you cast it means means actually what it says. When MH2 released, I did say grief was the strongest. I hate being wrong, so it's grief. Fair. Fair. Alright. Guess. I think it works on the owner like the sword triggers. What's a sword trigger? It's also entirely unconnected. You don't seem to be an L3 judge. Phyrexian Metamorph also gives you protection, but you actually cast it. You cast your Metamorph and it enters under your control. You have Sahili in play and the Commandeer. Do you get the token? If so, they shouldn't get protection. No, that's a different question. But Send Nutritious will not answer, unfortunately, so we can't know. Did I watch LMS Barcelona and was the meta what you expected? No, yes. Mala Gaming today? No, no Pioneer.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Subscribe with Prime.
Do I feel unfavored against Yawgmoth? I just don't feel unfavored in general. And Yawgmoth is just a deck. It's like the key to not losing matchups is to not feel favored. Just instead win. But it's also easy to win against them. Game 1 you can just race, and game 2 they have 2 force of vigor, so if they draw it, it's tough luck, but you can still also raise. How do I feel about getting Fulminator maged? I really appreciate the fact that Curse Totem stops not only Yawgmoth but also Fulminator Mage. And I even have a Stone of Eric, damn. So much stuff. Straka free, stalling it. Did he retire? Huh, he should. Can I ask Haruya for a discount code? I asked once. I could again. Ichipunia, Ichipunia. Yeah, okay. Turn 3 ring. Double amulet in play. Forest, amulet of vigor. Oh no. And is not well suited to fight that. Oh no, Sun Home, Fortress of the Legion. And leading with a map over an amulet to blue ball me. This is a bad matchup. Yeah. Since they mapped pretty clearly, I'm hitting that. Would you have hit one of the amulets otherwise? No. So what's otherwise? I guess I did say since they mapped. But like I guess I always said they bounce land with this here. Doesn't make sense to do otherwise. Is there a point in me playing Dryad right now? Overplaying the one ring. A very cool tweet about ring and commandeer. Thanks. It's actually a rules question. I guess if I draw a bounce land, I still don't play Titan, so I should just copy my white bordered land. Wait, where is my white border? scammed. I made an arguably very cool reply. I open a bug about this. Skąd kurwa masz to gról turfą? Mieć nie mieć. Not L3, former L1. Wow. Seems like a bug then. Although this user didn't seem to understand the tweet. Wedding says if it was cast, not if you cast it. Yeah, that's exactly what the person is pointing out, that there is a difference between those texts. Those abilities, which seems to imply that the words on the cards actually matter. Do I think that people voting for endurance as the most powerful LML, I think they're very clever. Assuredly. Endurance is barely even an incarnation, it barely pitches. I win this game with Debo Sergius. Okay. How do you rate my opponent's Twitch chat comment? Not Twitch chat, Modo chat comment. If you like, I play all. Okay. I like. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just sit there and look at the empty screen between rounds anyways? Better to watch some Amulet animations. Also, the phrasing is so funny. You can read the chat because the full egg is covering it. Reschedule free DRC in your market list. Are you just have free slots for monsters and are deciding between those? You read the chat, yeah. Then I don't know. TRC is objectively stronger, but Shredder is also objectively better, so it's kind of close. How would I ignore chat? Why would I, like, what? I don't think I can ever win through two boss edges, but I can maybe play another ring next turn. Field would win. How they win with the boss edges? Well, that mean that they lock me from being able to win, which is true. But also, if I has free boss edges and I chain rings, then it's gonna be a bit rough to even play the second ring if they like don't hit my amulet. No, we can resolve a ring. We just if I draw Grazer, Forest, ring, then that works. Well, I guess they chain rings too because they're gonna have the rings. I mean, it's not too hard to spend 10 minutes on a Cultivator Colossus turn. You like, I play all. Tawara too. Well, opponent is attacking because they want to tutor their lands. The Otawaras and Posejus, so they shouldn't not attack really. Discard Sun Home. It's a funny card, funny one to discard. Kill me. It does seem like they should restart Modo because it takes them so much time. Not a single Boseju played, curiously. On the play, let's have the one ring over explosives, 2 1 rings. Even. On the draw, I'll have an explosives over the 1 ring times 1. Have 2 Bosejus. Double Amulet. Seems okay. Tell him he wins this game with the Bosejus. You should berate your opponent for boarding up to 61 cards. Yeah, and the mirror. That seems crazy. This prevents Dryad casting. Bounces back a lands, they have one land in play next turn. Titan, Titan. Ay caramba. I think tapping out seems relatively safe. Hello, no siemolo. Szkoda, zaczarowany burdel od rana będzie puszczał. Pierwsze, w sumie to nie tak rano, ale... Zaczarowany burdel, o. Two explores. An explorer's rewards a view of tomorrow's possibilities. Damn. They should print explore and standard more often. Called Glimpse Decor. Glimpse Decor. Wow, it's a good thing we brought a poet. Cool. Two Vesuvas in my hand. So I think best I can do is make a Titan and have Boseju ready. Why I played two Vesuvas and only one Valakut? Well, so that this situation, like Vesuva, well, so what would prompt a person to play like that? One reasoning could be that a player would believe that Vesuva is a better draw than Valakut. I'm not 100% giga convinced of that. But I think it is mostly true. It's close though, and Could actually not haste a second time and have 2 Bossedges available. Second Bossedju the Saga and then have a Bossedju up again. I could have hasted for the second time and still done that. See. Because I have 2 amulets. Okay. Issues arise when they play the One Ring next turn. You play Jung _ Melody DL from Barcelona. No, I'm playing my canisters list from canister _ mtg/twitch.tv. Bro. I guess I get to save my Bossedju if my opponent plays the One Ring, so... I only have 1 left, but mostly that's fine. That's 5. 5 is okay. Azusa. Just joined, we were not able to 20M. Yes, we were not able. Vesuva in graveyard and in hand. Why don't we search the bounce land? Because there didn't seem like there is a reason to. They get up to 5 mana, which is not Titan mana. And if they play the One Ring, I prefer to save my Bossedju. Thinking of Bossedjuing the Amulet now. Isn't the One Ring indestructible? Yes, but that's like I don't plan to Bossedju the ring. Wow. Why did you heal? Oh, okay. Yes, to play on Bossedju on land. Means I get to play Titan, but I don't know what it amounts to. just yet. Oh, Grazer, and they get to play Colossus. Okay, that's a bigger problem. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Oh, I see. Because they want to have Stronghold in play. It's pretty hard to guess what's like in their hand in the mirror, and like
He's a
the
phenomenal
holding of the second
control
amulet
player.
pretty sneaky. So I assume they only had one growth chamber, that's why they were scared of getting growth chamber hit by that. I don't know, like Bossejuing Stronghold is kind of a line, but sort of. Too bad I have drawn the second Vesuva, and nothing of that would have been happening, but now my hand is all lands and it's kinda bad. Let's draw a 7th land. Sure, let's fucking go. I need Colossus, but I don't have the Colossus mana right now. Not through a Boseiju. Oh, disastrous. What can I do then? Thank you for the sub, Pigonti. Also could have had them at 2 life less, but I don't think that matters. No, it doesn't matter at all. Sorry we didn't meet in Barcelona. Well, I was not in Barcelona, so would have been hard. Amulet Titan has been around for a while now, right? How has it changed with the recent sets? Well, just a lot. Hard to convey that in a short message. I think I'm just dead. Don't even have enough mana to Colossus if they don't use their Boseiju. Guess if they do use their Boseiju, I do. But they would need to use it really stupidly. This is game 3, this is game 2. Oh! Almost, but... It's interesting that they snap kill TOS. Might have been a slight case of... Hmm... So I guess in hindsight, also doing the growth tremor immediately would have been very good because it did seem like they only had one. But that's like why they held back the amulet, and it's more likely that they're gonna have more growth tremors and more amulets in their hand. So I think it is fair to deem that game to have been extremely unfortunate. Do you know what determines the color order on dual lens? It's simple. Well, it's not that simple because you cannot just scryfall a magic card back. It's in Wubrige order, making the shortest distance or something. Actually, maybe not. Yes, green white. It is. And Stevens would be blue red, according to that. I don't know if that describes it well, but Wubrige order, shortest distance. Does seem like it describes the rule. And it's white blue. Blue, black, black, red, red, green. Clockwise, that's what I meant by Wubrge. Do I enjoy playing any of the Cascade decks? Yes. White, black, red, white. Blue, red. Okay, let's do connections now, chat. Ball, tail, cloud, fin, shadow, ice, flipper, fog, bumper, track, haze, air, nether, plunger, trail, mist. Flipper, bumper. Fog, haze, mist, cloud. Cloud? I don't know if cloud is fitting into that, but it seems like it does. Flipper, plunger, bumper, ball. Fin, track, tail, air, nether, ice, trail, shadow. Nether, shadow, air, fin. No. Ice. No. Nether is the Minecraft thing. Air is... Tail, trail, track. Shadow, that's to follow someone. Shadow, tail, track, trail. Nether, ice, air, fin. I don't know. Iceland. Ireland. Finland. Netherlands. Damn. Interesting. Netherlands. Firelands. Have I played Suika game? I don't believe so. Bamboleo. No. You lose if it fills up. I get it. Seemed fairly simple. Bamboleo. Why do you always seem upset? It's just how my eyebrows are. Especially when I focus. And I focus a lot here. Oops. No, the round has started, but I started playing and I got into it. Saga into Saga. I'm not gonna say no to that on the play. Oh no, Yawgmoth, a bad matchup, no. So drawing Vesuva naturally leads to more situations like that, where I get to play Vesuva and copy my Urza's Saga, which is nice. Liliana. That was actually unexpected. Bounce land next turn. LFG go. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, snap. It's not good. Ah, it's a tragedy, chat. Okay, we unfilled something. How's the match? Discard a card. I'll get rid of Sunhome. Maybe better to get rid of. Triad. Liliana of the Veil against the One Ring. Who wins? I think I'll discard a Titan. No, it's actually a John deck. Bro, this game is enticing. Aj, kurwa. Mhm. They play Not Dead after all in their Liliana deck, Halfling deck, Jan deck. I guess no Giganta, which implies presence of Liliana and possibly Grief too. So I can ult the Liliana. Damn, sometimes you have to react quickly and find your openings. Alting Lily is so cringe. How come? It's a powerful ability. Still splitting. I don't know what's the optimal choice for them, so I'll just wait for them to show me because I'm kind of curious too. I don't think it's gonna be that damaging. I can keep powerful cards. They only had one card in hand, so it seems hard for them to do something giga powerful. It's very satisfying when they all line up. Ay kurwa. And they fall into place, but I'm gonna lose soon. 1646, solid. I say, well, not knowing if it's solid or not. Alright, I'll sack this. Keep the one ring. Suika is so stressful, really. World record is 14k something, my highest 3000. That comes next. Can't haste Titan anymore, but I can still Valakutsa. Probably irresponsible to activate because of Bowmasters, but I have not tried Puzmo.com. I have not tried leadcode.com. If you post real links, the odds of me clicking are much, much higher. The Liliana deck. Green deck, maybe Scam, maybe Blood Moon, maybe Pulse of Vigor. Maybe Ragavan too, but they had Halfling. Let's bring in Spelunking over Groizers. Not sure if it's an improvement though, might be it's worse than the draw. It's the rock, exactly. Which tells us not much. What if your opponent was the US celebrity D-Rock? I don't think nothing like of note would have happened then. So yeah, I guess. This hand has lands in the ring and they packed, but doesn't do anything. Let's keep though. This is like a discard spell keep. Just draw my ramp off the top. This hand is good now. What do I think of the matchup between Amulet and Blue-Red Merktide? It's not too bad. Since the one ring is not too bad. Can I explain to your stupid ass how spelunking works with amulets in play? Click this link and you will learn. What a pitch. GTFO, okay. Next turn I can play the Colossus. Bowmeister. I can take it. Gonna go to 15, then I'm gonna take 6. Which means I go to 9. So I can draw with Colossus a little bit. And with TOS in play, likely the Colossus will win. It's kind of like a land, but not really. And who said Scam was dead? Well, I actually said that. I mean, opponent looks pretty dead to me. Guess I'm dead to bold. Maybe should have clicked one less land. They shoot the Colossus. Okay. In that case, we can't lose. Rip Colossus. I make 3 titans here and they can have a removal. Spell for only one of them. Terminate go as Br. Why did you say that? Terminate does nothing for my opponent here. Boseju on Slayer Stronghold might do a tiny bit. So a Boseju into land Maelstrom Pulse could actually win them the game. So Boseju into Maelstrom Pulse land goes brrr, brrr. Anyone that show out goes brrr, brrr. Acting for Dryad, 10 Titan to Titan. That probably was actually better, yeah. Would need to think if I can actually deal 20. I probably could. I am entertained. Congratulations. Canister wins the match. How curious. Alright, 2-1. I think in the last league I went 4-1, losing to the mirror. In that case, good catch, Oranos. I probably should have gone with that. I had a nearly... Well, I guess it wasn't fully clear. But they missed the land drop, so they didn't have boss edge in their hand previously. They missed the land drop and they missed their place, so they didn't have a boss edge in their hand previously. Although maybe they would have. Actually, it's like kinda... It's possible that they would have kept it, thinking that the spell is more important than the land in some scenarios, so... Probably should have went with a Dryad to make sure that I don't struggle against a random boss edge that was well hidden. And by probably I mean assuredly. Just started clicking cards and summoned 3 titans. I miss blue haired canister. New preppy canister is basic. Preppy. Sure. I did Google the word preppy, yeah. Alright, we got a puzzle game from user Saint Nutritious. Puzzle website. Animals move. Across degree for some CFOs. Oh, it's dome. Okay, I was looking for a 4 because across. I was looking for a 4-letter word. Darshi whale sighting. Darshi blows. Why is this all caps and this is small caps? Bus. Shoe brand with an Italian name. Allo. Underwater detection system. Sonar. Alfo. Algo. Aldo. Broadcasted. Neither early nor on time. Late. Aldo. Likes clothes, don't often. Worn. Like clothes don't often. Oh, worn. Plus, I don't know some of the words. Lack in courage, so to speak. Used an aerosol can. Sprayer. Sprayer? Is that a word? Let's assume it is. Sprayer. Texters, seriously? Oh. Capital of Taiwan. Kurwa, jak on pamięta w ogóle cokolwiek. Use force against, so to speak. I don't know. Lend a hand criminally. NASA Teleskopename. Go off. Please don't leave. Size of a surface. Area. H-U-B-B-L-E. Hostile haters on the internet. Chatter. Trollelse. Trollelse. Robot related prefix. Belgian brew Artois. Humble. Trip to face the picture. Former Russian rulers. Tsars. Polish humanitarian settler who smuggled Jewish children out of the Warsaw Ghetto during WWII. Toddler's bathroom item. PP. What do toddlers use? Covered garden spot. Potty. Zeroed. Arbor, okay, like arbor. Real grazer, makes sense. 26. Mystical vibe. Tura, Kura.
He's
Ora.
a phenomenal control player.
6 years is a long time. Thank you, streaming Canista.
12. Roof feature lets sunshine in. Sure. Let's go with skylight. Skylight. Which means that's Dexter seriously is not huh? SARS is spelled with S. Strong armed. That actually makes sense. Thought SAR is spelled with Z, or at least I'm pretty sure I've seen it spelled with Z, but maybe depends. Really? Remember the meme when there was like you posted a picture of an owl and it said, "Oh, really?" Thank you, Maximilian, for 6 years of watching. 21 is trip to face a pitcher. I don't know. 27 is to lend a hand. Criminally? Aret, Ahmed, Asset, Abet. Never heard the word Abet. Rand. Please don't leave. Stay. Okay. Slay. Atbat. 18. Artois. Ella. 17. QVC is alternative. What's QVC? 19. Network connection point. Nodes. 23. Robot related prefix. Auto. Stella. HSN. QVC alternative. What is that? Dove that's inedible. Clay. Lacking in courage so to speak. One kitch. Broadcaster. Streamer. Marriage story actor Alan. Weak knees. I didn't realize it's supposed to be 2 words. Though that's inedible. Money. Arranged. Sorted. I can click that. Nice. So you can get hints. "12 across staged." But then it doesn't fit with the other words. Florida City of Little Havana and Coconut Grove neighborhoods. So it's Miami, because it fits. 8, help out, 8, okay. 7, contact privately for short. DMS? DMs? What? Reveal errors. Should reveal the incorrect cells. Weak knee. Ah, DM'd. Sprayed. Error. Sprayed. Okay. Doesn't slide in DMs. Actually, don't. The hint is in past tense. The word also has to be. Makes sense. Can I get another one? Subscribe to Access Archives. Everything is pay to win nowadays, chat. and sometimes even pay to participate. Ay ay ay. Welcome Puzmonauts. Let's go type shift. How to play type shift. Your goal is to turn every letter solid. Use every letter in at least one word. Fax. Laces. Okay. And I have to turn every letter solid. I see. Races. Faces. Shift the X and D in the third column. XD. DX. Fix. No, it can't be. Because a letter has to be used. So I have to use the N. Radny. That's a Polish word. Leans. Incredible. You got 2019 points. Your goal is to rotate the pieces such that none overlap or stick out, and there is no empty space inside the puzzle's frame. No empty spaces in puzzles frame, okay. "49 rotates. Just played Talos once set of shitty online riddles. Alright, logging onto Steam. Downloading Talos 1 first. Or not. Anyone in the chat besides Olsen played Talos? One or two? Play the first one. What is Talos 2? A puzzle game. Oh shit, I don't like chess actually. Or I cannot play chess, so no desire for me to get chess. That was chess where the figures are random. I don't know if random, but different than normal. Superliminal. When I typed super into my Steam page, it first said Superliminal and then Super Lesbian Animal RPG. I think I've seen a little bit of Superliminal gameplayers. It's the first one. Okay. Also, still haven't finished Portal 2. And by still, I mean that I played it like half a year ago. For a bit. Add to your wish list. New rounds? Yep. I played the Witness. I don't think so. Playing against Demon Land. Oh, I should have gotten a Legacy Showcase Qualifier avatar. Stone of Eric versus Gravedigger's Cage. Stone works against Living End, Crypt doesn't. Ledger Shader was the Pioneer Showcase Prestige avatar. How has the fans grid been? It's incredible. Maybe not incredible, it's very good. I don't see the avatar. Brazil Borrower. I side in Spelunking when I want to have more ramp in my deck, but Grazer blocking is bad. When I board out Urza's Saga, I do that too. Opponentos, let's go. I will destroy you. But yeah, the way that Stone of Eric ended up in my deck to begin with was because I had a Tormod script in my deck for Living End. And I decided to upgrade it to Stone of Eric because of the BNR announcement. And because people said that Yawgmoth is gonna be the best deck ever. I expected to play against Yawgmoth a good amount, but that's not even true. And I thought, yeah, maybe it's gonna be pretty decent there, but it hasn't been particularly. It hasn't came up really against Yawgmoth yet, so I'm down for swapping it back to Crypt at any point. Has Kersoten been good? Given that I haven't played against Yawgmoth much, it hasn't been all that good, but the one time I have summoned Kersoten against Yawgmoth, it did win the game, which was nice. And then they show up. What do we lose to? The mirror. The mirror is a really bad matchup. Besides that, trivial. I think you should try play Trinket Mage over Spelunking if you really need extra amulets. The extra body could be very crucial in some spots. Okay. Oh, stick to Spelunking. Tom Scour. How do you cast Trinket Mage? Bro, it's a shitpost. I assume it is Lotus Twiddle, given that my opponent likes to play combo decks too. For example, Pioneer Lotus. Drawing Grazer is nice, lets me haste my Titan and win instead of not winning. Okay. I mean, it works, so looks stupid, but it works. And the upside for me to cast Explore. Can you die next turn? Assuredly. Pen goes Lotus Field, untaps it, and then starts jerking. Oh no, not the gaze. Milled 3 cards, that's a good sign. Okay, that's not a Lotus Field. Void Snare. This guy usually plays combo decks. Pretty sure he's on Lotus Field. Yeah. We can Titan. But I can't haste. Unless I draw well with Explorer. Will I try out the new Eternal format on Arena? I don't have Arena cards. Bro, it's a control deck. Alright, next turn. Turn 5, you die. I promise. Is it Twiddle Storm? I assume so. I don't fully get Void Snare. Maybe it's combined with the Tutor Wishclaw Talisman and then you bounce it back with Void Snare. People sometimes do that. Interact now. I would never get pranked by Twiddle. What an interactor. So I put something into play, let's say Mekos in Garden. Play Amulet. I can hit with Titan, I guess, without double strike. Sure. I can't hit with the Titan. Can transmute my Pact this turn in case of more interaction. Amulet, Grazer. That's the best I can do, I think, this turn. I get a Pact, and I'm ready to get double Amulet Colossus next turn if needed. And from Colossus I will win. No matter the amount of dreams, grips. Nice deck, bro. Let's board in Borrowed Dawns for Radiant Fountain. Wait, that was game one? It was game one, yes. I guess Stone of Eric. Maybe switch Grazes for Spelunking, but I assume they have some kind of a use for all of those Echoing Truths and Void Snares, but it was a bit weird that both of those spells were in my opponent's deck. Is Blood Sun a card they play? I sure hope they don't. Underworld Breach back your Ponder, then Void Snare it to try again next turn. Epic win. Yeah. That does sound like an epic win. You know, I'm gonna trim a ring instead of trimming a Grazer. I just want to go fast. It makes sense that my opponent willed my, lands for... They would die, so they didn't have a Lotus Field, so it makes sense that they used Dream's Grip on my Mycosynth Gardens. I'll keep. I mean, it's a pretty good hand. Just stupid bounce land, but that works. Let's go Spell Pierce. No, Boros Garrison actually worked fine because I would go turn 1 Amulet, turn 2 Garrison Dryad, play bounce back Garrison, play Mekosynth Gardens, turn 3 use Gardens and Dryad to produce proper mana. Without an Amulet, I'm gonna be way too slow though. I fetch a Void Snare. I bounce back Wishclaw Talisman. Or they bounce. They did that. Well, why does that play make sense? What's the deal with Void Snares? Oh, Barrow Downs. Damn. They got Lotus Field. Oh, and they bounced it. Okay. So you just have plenty of bounce spells to have bounce spells and use it as a tutor. Okay. Need an amulet. Dupa tam nie amulet. Kurwa, zuwaj Lotus Field. Damn, my Bojuka Bog. Just irrelevant. I think they kept something on top. They kept 2 cards on top. No, 1 card on top. But they fetched the other card? That's weird. What's a Bojuka Bog? Don't you mean a Barrows Down? I mean Barrows Down, yeah. Have you registered Tom Scour for any tournament? I probably played a challenge with the Underworld Breach Lotus Fields deck at some point. I hope none of those were important. Damn, what a cheeky flavor text. But that was probably it. Ad nauseum. Actually, giga lucky for my opponent to consider into all of that. I say. Grim Tutor. Echoing Truth. Spell Pierce. Pact of Negation. Void Snare. Is Titan the best deck in the format? Canister? It's not too bad. Very well might be. In my hands. What deck counters Twirlstorm the best? Is it Goblins? Likely it is not Goblins. What are the advantages of cutting Azusa? One advantage is that Azusa sucks to draw, so you don't draw her. One disadvantage is that Azusa has many pretty pictures, artworks available, and you have to not play them then. I think with the One Ring, there's hands that you keep that are just explore into ring, and you play turn 3 ring, and that's good enough to win many matchups. Can't keep hands like that with Azusa. Let's put back Pact. Yeah, Pact and turn 3 Titan. I was just thinking if anything else that can be done with this hand, but nothing comes to mind. But can we beat Void Snare? Admittedly, not playing Azusa takes away possible turn 2 ring lines. They're as possible with an Explorer or Grazer. See, Azus has a shitty 5th Grazer. Yeah, and I prefer... Explore. I mean, I don't know. Azusa like Grazer. It's just... It's more expensive too. It's expensive enough to not be really that. Can I do anything funny? Well, I know I can go for 16, just wondering if I can go for, like, harder than that. Because they might have Dream's Grip Twiddle on my Titan now. So, in that case, the most interactive card would be to get a Boseiju back. But that requires me committing to not... Void Snare is a sorcery. So I can go Barrow Dance and Slash Stronghold. I won't have the Boseiju. I think forcing a Twiddle seems better than... And then I fetch... 8, 9, 10. And then, yeah. Well, dealing 20 is not a problem, it's just interacting the most if my opponent does anything. Is the crux of the issue. 20, like, we're gonna deal 15, no problem. If my opponent doesn't twiddle, then I haste, attack for 10, get Valakut, any land, just deal less 6. Now we have not to lose. We have to not lose, rather. Consider. Throw away the Wishful Talisman, concede the game. Okay. Suspend, I guess. Yeah, there is a sus in suspend. Maybe could have played second Dryad before Titan. But is that in any way better? Because it costs me a mana and then I can fetch the Bojuka Bog to haste the Titan. So it seems actually worse to play the second Dryad. Because I haste Titan without getting Bojuka Bog. What are our worst matchups? The match I lost in this Prelim was a mirror round 2. I think it was against Solace 0-5-1. That was Snackerman. Went 2-2 because they get paired against Mill. Cringe. Ad nauseum and Scred Red is pretty hard. I agree. It's my body machine that turns Amulet Titan into 200 play points. 200 play points, 4 treasure chest boosters, and 20 Magic Online Championship Series QP Season 1s. Yagg is pretty hard too, no? I don't know, like, what is that meme coming from? Look at the Yawgmoth list. They literally have nothing that's good against that Titan main deck. So they have to race you game 1. The upside was trying to assemble a Colossus skill through 2 Twiddle next turn or something. I'm not worried about the next turn. I don't think so. Good luck against this. One Siemens Spirit Guide. Why did you play this? What the fuck, bro? So like, yeah, why would this deck be hard game 1? Why would it Yawgmoth be advantage against Titan game 1? Is it a faster combo deck than Titan is? I don't know. Because the interaction is minimal. Doesn't quite seem like it. And then post-board they have 2 Force of Vigor, which 2 Fulminator Mage. See, they need so many sideboard cards. GG's, Mr. Streamer. I'm the Manland. Then why is your name different? What happened to me is that the minimal interaction many times gives them a huge advantage. And after sideboard is a bit tough. I think if you don't manifest, Yawgmoth being a bad matchup, you just put your Curse Totem into play and they just fold. And die, and just don't say out loud that you think it's a bad matchup, because I think people are manifesting that a little bit too much. It's like fine. 1,000 other decks I would be like less excited to play against. Just need to mulligan to good hands game 1 and then you'll win. What should you play at the RC in Atlanta this weekend? Amulet Titan. MTG deck says it's 65-35 for Yogg, lol. Well, again, you just need not to live your life in fear. And then it's gonna be fine. Also, I don't know what's MTG decks. If your RC isn't Pioneer, then you could play the Amalia combo. It looked quite strong to me. With 3 dumping spheres, and then you could play Legion's End for the mirror. Lotus is good versus Amalia, I think. Well, once you play 3 dumping spheres, then it's not particularly good anymore. And you have an out of just killing Lotus on turn 3 with this deck. It's pretty solid. Which is why you should play Amalia and not play Lotus. What's the best hate bear versus Lotus? It's Dumping Sphere. Hate bears are kinda like, it's probably Archon, but it's like not that good because Lotus Field is just so good at dealing with a hate bear, and half the time people are gonna sideboard a sweeper against you and you just play your hate bear and then you get it swept, but one Archon as a core target seems solid. I guess Legion's End is not that good against Amalia because it doesn't extract Amalia from the deck. I misunderstood the card. Yeah, the end is 4 mana, so it's unplayable. For the most part, compared to a 2 mana
He's
card.
a phenomenal control player.
How he sell?
How he sell, yeah. So, I have dominated the Prelim. Next, I'm gonna cut the curse totems for actually mirror hate. Force of Vigor. But I really don't want to do that because I think it is unjust to try to get an upper hand over fellow Amulet players, and it just makes it worse for all of us. Put 1 chest for good luck. I've been selling some shitty cards from my account lately, and having so much crap from the chests actually made it really hard. And half the cards are worthless, or they're like allegedly worth like half a ticket, but the bots just don't take them because nobody actually wants Sarkhan Soul of Flame or Sword of Truth and Justice. There's no buyers for that on Modo, so I just added 3 useless cards to my account. Tomorrow I'll stream a Recanimator League. Goatbots has card shredders. Yeah, but the cards are allegedly like per Goatbots worth a bit more than that. So you don't actually take them either. Because they're like, oh, this Sarkhan is worth 0.2 ticks, but the bots don't buy it because they don't actually want to buy it. But shredders don't shred them because they're allegedly too worth too much. Yeah, and I need to like trade with them every day, so like it's just not worth it to open the chest for the clutter that you get on your account. Where's Sauron? I was thinking of switching an Archon to a Sauron. Also, I noticed my motor speeding up much, like by a lot, when I turned off the foil animation. It was really bad when they added the new foil animation and I turned it on. It just lagged everything. But yeah, it's pretty hard to sell cards like Blink Move Earn. But it's also pretty hard to shred them. Or Altar of Shadows. 7 mana. It's pretty expensive. Which is more unsettling, the roar of a battle or the silence that follows? Damn. Of course, she's at the head of her class. All of her classmates have disappeared. Bros, 8th edition. Incredible set. When Death Pit offering enters the battlefield, sacrifice all creatures you control as Hammond. Creatures you control get +2/+2. This is funny because the effect is not that useful once you have no creatures. Death Pits of Wrath. Whenever a creature is dealt damage, destroy it. It can't be regenerated. Eastern Paladin. Black, tap, destroy target green creature. Phyrexian Zombie Knight. There is no worse enemy. His passion for death doesn't just border on insanity, it wallows in it. Says Southern Paladin. Bro, this Eastern Paladin guy, I fucking hate him. This card called Alchemist. I wonder what changed. They made it cost 1 less mana and the ability costs 1 less mana, but it's just an uncommon. I'm really sad that they changed this frame into this. I think this just looks so much nicer. The black underline, and like the way it curves here, it just doesn't make sense visually. You like the curve. And also I don't like how on Modo new cards will be slightly bigger. Like we'll have slightly bigger font. So we have Grizzlebrand and Archon on top of each other. They kind of look a bit off. They could have let the curve enter the text box, yeah. I don't understand why it's not like that. Eastern Paladin. Alright, show me Southern Paladin. Lim Doom's Paladin, nice. Northern Paladin. How smooth his face, how sure his thoughts. I look forward to breaking his mighty will, says the Eastern Paladin. But he's getting shit up by the Southern Paladin. This is a Northern Paladin. Interesting. Expect nothing but scorn, flattery, and lies, and never turn your back on him. Doesn't look like a zombie here. Their weak laws, their flawed systems, they inhibit the grand evolution. In Yogmoth's name, we should erase them. Their fragile world, their futile lives. They obstruct the grand evolution. In Yogmoth's name, we should excise them. Erase. Excise. Okay. This is from Alpha. Look to the south, there you will find peace and serenity. Okay. Remember this? 30th edition anniversary. There is 62 boxes sealed on card market. Alright, bros. I'm already entering the Legacy Prelim for tomorrow. I think no changes to my list so far because it's perfect and it's gonna spunk every single Legacy gamer that shows up. We're in 12 hours? That is at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. What is up with the schedule? Sometimes I don't get it. There's 2 legacy problems within like a few hours of each other, but I guess it's just to accommodate different time zones. And I'm raiding someone. Legacy Reanimator. Stay hydrated.